What up, family? Ghetto News Porter Mary Dash Twin and Mary Lee. Today is October the 1st. Sexy Saturday, 2022. It's about 12:25 a.m. All right, family, let's get to it. It's also check day. You gotta pay your rent, your bills. You know, some I shouldn't be paying. Ladies shouldn't be paying bills because, men supposed to run the household. Ladies supposed to take care of the children. And, well, ladies should run the household and men should pay the bills. But what if you're in a gay relationship? Who decides who pays the bills then? If you two girls or two guys or whatever, I mean, that's why things should be 50-50. Well, I hate to do this one, boy. I swear I do. Whitney Houston. Her mother name was Cissy Houston. Cissy. I'm the originator of rap music. My name is Mary Lee, Twin and Mary Lee, a.k.a. Mary Mac. Don't forget to do the same thing with that. I was born May 25th, 1967. My mother was born August the 9th, 1927. Her name is Mary Lee Wright. At least they say she was my mother. Either way, Whitney Houston was also born on the same day as my mother, Mary Lee Wright, August the 9th. In 1995, I put my voice to the Whitney Houston song, Wait Until Exhale, the Shoop song. Now you take the P off a shoot and put a T, you got shoot. So in 1995, they shot me with their best shot on the psych ward with some drugs called Hell Dog. And it put me out for like 3 days. Now I went to the psych ward, not drinking drugs and smoking or fornicating just like I don't right now today, which is October the 1st, 2022, Sexy Saturday. Now, I had put my voice to the sound of music on 3 cassette tapes, front and back, and to the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech, and I sent it off to Oprah Winfrey in 1995 because I was going through some things with my ex-girlfriends. At the time, I had one called, by the name of LaWanda Joy Jacobs, who was a Jehovah's Witness and worked for Blue Cross Blue Shields, but I was staying with my other ex-girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans, the Italian stallion, who has a son by the name of Mario Darrell Evans in 1995 at the time. And, Donna, she's a real estate agent, banker, mob ties, all kind of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I have met some interesting people in my life. And that's why I do what I do, because, I want them to realize they're a lot more than what they thought they were. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we, people that are nurturing and caring, motherly, we tend to look out for everybody except ourselves. And I wanted them to know that I appreciate them regardless of what may have not encountered with us. Now, I wasn't doing anything with Donna Marie Evans when I was with her and her son Mario Darrell Evans in 1995 because, I really did care about my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs. But not only that, I was going through a whole lot of stuff and I was trying to get my life together and figure out how am I going to save the world without getting killed. You understand what I'm saying? Tupac said me against the world, but that was before he came out with that, but I felt like it was me against the world. And it still is. I'm at a trap building, 6210 South Kembark Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60637. surrounded by a bunch of guys who I'm trying to convince that, all girls, ladies, or people of the opposite sex are not out to get you. I know you go through some things, and sometimes ladies are behind it because girls, they are very competitive and jealous by nature and things of that nature. And that's why when I put my voice to them 3 cassette tapes front and back and the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech, I was really putting my life on the line because, you know, they're very competitive, the girls and the guys, but more so the girls and stuff. They're very catty. You understand what I'm saying? And when I sent it off to Oprah Winfrey and put a set of the cassette tapes in the garbage along with, a picture that I had that was I was a little girl with Shirley Temple curls, real cute. I knew it was going to be my looks in the end that they wanted to come for. You understand? And I'm not a vain person, so I wanted the people to know that was the only copy of that picture. And I could have kept that one and used it for future references or whatever, but because I'm not a vain person, whoever has that picture, please present it. You understand what I'm saying? To let the people know that I am true to this and not new to this. Trying to save the babies and the ones who work their ass off to get what they got. A lot of us just jumped on the bandwagon of that Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech and the Malcolm X By Any Means Necessary. We just felt we had to go for it. It was kind of like an unwritten rule, or, you just know better or whatever and stuff, and you just, you could feel it, right? You want that freedom and you want to maintain for the ones who came before you and things of that nature. You don't want to go backwards, and that's why I go as hard as I do. Long story short, I took that shot that they gave me like a champ, even though I know my enemies was out to get me to make it seem as though I was crazy and delusional and all that. I've come to put everything together as far as the pieces of the puzzle. And, a lot of people was on drugs and alcohol trying to maintain and things of that nature. And we all know Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown was doing the most. Let's just keep it simple. Long story short, I ended up in the Alcoholics Anonymous after they railroaded me in 1995. And people wanted to monitor me. And, I did a lot of service work and helped a lot of people. And towards the end, I got shitted on. Okay. I kept going because I know it works if you work it. And I saw people coming up and I felt as though, maybe I just had to take a different route. They underestimated me. And sure enough, people relapsed and went for the money and, thought about their careers or whatever and stuff, But then they said, after they railroaded me and I ended up in a shelter on the west side of Chicago called Hope House, on Roosevelt and Holman with a bunch of, ladies at the time. I was fasting for about 9 days. This was like in 2011. And, I went to get a snack from the Walgreens store, and a gangbanger, hit me with his cart, and he was with his mother at the time. I didn't know at the time, but yeah, he was with his mother, and he hit me with his cart, and I was like, you hit me with your cart, you understand what I'm saying? And that's all it took, pretty much, you understand? And he just started snapping on me, hit me in my face and things of that nature. Security was right there. His mother at the time, was right there, and I took that ass whooping like a champ. You understand what I'm saying? It was doing Black History Month. I said, And I was wearing Black History colors and stuff, red, black, and green. Imagine that. Getting my ass whooped like a motherfucker. I got up off the floor and he was walking out the door, and I was like, you ain't finished the job because, until you knock me out, nigga, you lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? And he must have saw my face was all black, you know what I'm saying, swollen or whatever and stuff. And, he started hollering for his mama. He's like, mama, what you want me to do? Because by this time they done came out the store. And, I said, damn, it's always the girls, in my mind. I knew it wasn't him. It had to be the person he was with, the girls or with the lady or whatever. And, people want to be relevant and be seen and want to be able to say this, that, and the third or whatever. And so, the police came. It was a Chinese man and a black man in a police car. And They asked me, if I was okay, what's my name, as if I was, crazy. And I was like, Mary Lee Davis. You understand what I'm saying? And I thought they was going to, take me to jail because everybody blamed me and stuff. And, they didn't. And I ended up going back to the shelter with a black guy, being embarrassed or whatever. And, people laugh, talk shit or whatever. But for the most part, you know, it was what it was. I said though, when I got back to the shelter, I said somebody's gonna die. Somebody important is gonna die. And they said a couple of days ago, they said, Whitney Houston had died. You understand what I'm saying? Um, you know, the day she died or whatever, I can't remember. But I did a video and stuff, called Ladies and Gentlemen, and I'll tell you about the story through there. And I'm very humorous about it because ain't nothing funny, but it's like I know people trying to get out of their contractual agreements or whatever, trying to get away with all the money or whatever and stuff. And I became the originator of rap at 1335 East 75th Street in my city, Chicago, on 75th and Kenwood. Long story short, there's a gas station on 75th and Stony, and I peeped game, and it was a sticker that said tax free, and in the concrete they had like this little metal plate in the ground or whatever, looked like they could put money to it or something, laundering money some kind of way. I don't know, but it had Elizabeth on it, and Whitney Houston's name is, Whitney Elizabeth Houston. Now, this here calendar I got right here, it says best buds. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Whitney Houston had a friend. They said that was her friend. You understand what I'm saying? I'm keeping it professional. And her name was Robin. It's always the ones closer to you that kill you or know you the best or whatever the case may be. Now, when I was at Breakthrough, not Breakthrough, but Sarah Circle in my city, Chicago, like a little shelter, there was a big, heavyset girl that used to come through there by the name of Whitney. You understand what I'm saying? See, everybody wants to be you. You have to be protected of yourself. And when the originals start going after each other, then that makes it easy for the clones to come in and just, do whatever and stuff. I had got poisoned twice within 1 week at that shelter, Sarah Circle. But that's another story. I got this here bottle. It's called Pink Whitney, right here. You understand what I'm saying? I picked it up off the ground, cleaned it up. I couldn't find the original top, so I just put that one on there. Now, when people have alcohol problems and drug problems, and then they try to be a professional in the limelight, and they try to, fight the good cause, civil rights, and things of that nature, run a family. Us ladies, we put a lot on ourselves and carry the world on our shoulders. And, once we get upset, it's just pretty much a done deal, right? So that's why the guys should have just stood up, you know what I'm saying? Because, we waiting to excel. I know I am. And, I don't stop, not even for the cops. I've been through a whole lot of stuff. I can go back and forth all day, but I knew a lot of people, when they heard my voice, they was going to be jealous and step their game up. But I wasn't competing against them. I was just venting from all that pressure and people problems that was all up in me and stuff, and I had to get it out some kind of way, and that was my way of getting it out. And I did it again in 2007. I posted my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mack versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey, November 2007, and my child abuse rap the next day. Ain't got no real, response or whatever. But if I kill somebody, I probably get billions of views and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Either way, you know what I do. This goes to, Whitney. I still love you. I always love you. And I knew, you had to tap out and get away from Bobby Brown because he was crazy or whatever and stuff. I'm hoping you're still alive, and I hope to see you in the future. And if not, rest in peace. Rest in peace, power, and prosperity. And there's always somebody that's trying to do you better than you. Now you got to remember when they did the Whitney Houston, when they did the Whitney Houston documentary or whatever and stuff, Bobby Brown or whatever, the lady that played Whitney Houston played her just as good as Whitney Houston. So there's always somebody out here just as good or better. So keep that in mind, originals. Okay, real talk. Bobby Brown, step your game up. I don't know what's really going on, but That's not my business. My business is to try to get the money that people stole from me, and if not, it is what it is and stuff, right? You understand what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna have to live with, and God don't like ugly. It ain't too fond of pretty. You understand what I'm saying? So I break the balls, flip the Bible, and of course my neighbor always be slamming that door. So if you heard a door slam, it's because these guys hate the fact that they can't break me and I won't let them. You understand what I'm saying? Tupac said, "Breaker and shaker." I'm worth too much, first of all. You understand what I'm saying? Now, my ex-girlfriend, Wanda Joy Jacobs, was born in 1969. That was my best bud, my friend, but, she sold me out for the money, okay? So this is 6 and 9. This is the 7, and this 11. If I was gambling, y'all would be broke. For real. You see the 7-11? See, y'all gambling and stuff with y'all lives. Now, I was born in 1967, so this is 6 and this is 7. You understand what I'm saying? May 25th, 1967. That's the honest God's truth. You understand what I'm saying? May 25th, 1967. And then you got the 9/11 right here. The police been robbing me since birth. They robbing me blind, quiet as kept. And I'm probably surrounded by a lot of police right now and stuff. But, they're going to fucking lose. So let's count it up and see what happens. See, and don't forget, we'll never forget what happened in 9/11 in my city, Chicago, in 2001. You understand? Not in my city, Chicago, well, everywhere really, but definitely in New York. You understand what I'm saying? So this is 20, this is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. I was in Chicago Sun-Times newspaper at the age of 6. In 1973 for standing up for myself because I was a child abuse victim and I'm still going through hell. I've been through a lot of fucking hell. And I ain't trying to remain there. So, for my haters, whether you're alive or not, I ain't taking no more ass whoopers and I ain't going to the psych ward. I ain't going. And I am number one. Look at that. The Book of Ruth. You see what that say? Winfrey. In 1995, I spelled Oprah Winfrey name on purpose wrong because I wanted her to know she was free. WIN dash FREE. This also say the movie Gemini Man because there's always a clone out there trying to take your spot. This says 1984, August, no, age 17, my fault. It says, it talk about clones right here. You understand? 1973, it talk about the bread and giving them bread. Bread is money. You understand what I'm saying? It could be money also. So I'm number one, whether you like it or not. Okay? I don't care no more. It says right here, and Naomi said, "Turn again, my daughters. Why will ye go with me? Are there yet any more sons in my womb, that they may be your husbands?" Now, a lot of mothers are messing with their sons. You know what I'm saying? It's a family affair. So read the whole book of Ruth. But right here it says, ass up, face down, because I'm going to need my money now. Real talk. So if my money is in the bank, it should be overflowing. I should be breaking the bank right about now. August the 9th right here. That's what it said. August 9th right there. Yep. That's what it says on my mama. This is on page 267. This is, So read the whole book of Ruth because it's not that long. All right. God bless America. There's only 4 chapters in the book of Ruth. All right. Step your game up.